الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلي وسلم على نبينا Muhammad وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. Provisions for the hereafter. Mukhtasar Zad al-Ma'ad by Imam Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawziyya, summarized by Imam Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab at-Tamimi. Then he will make the takbir and prostrate without raising his hands, and he used to place his knees on the ground and then his hands after them. Then his forehead and his nose. This is what is correct. For the part of him which was placed on the ground first was the part of him which was nearest to it. Then the next nearest. The first part of him to be lifted from the ground was the highest part of him, and then the next highest. So when he rose, he will lift his head first, then his hands, then his knees, and this is the opposite of the action of the camel, and he prohibited imitating animals in prayer. He prohibited lowering oneself to the ground in the same way that a camel does, glancing around the way a fox does, spreading the arms the way a beast of prey does, in the manner of a dog pecking the ground as a cow does, and raising the hands like the tails of wild horses when making the taslim. He used to prostrate upon his forehead and his nose below the winding of his turban, and it has not been reported from him that he used to prostrate on it. He used to prostrate on the earth, mud, and on the water and mud, and on humra made from dead palm leaves, and on a hasir made from them, and on a tan farwa. When he prostrated, he will place his forehead and his nose firmly on the ground, and spread his palms on either side of him, and he will keep his arms away from his sides until the weight of his armpits will be seen. He used to place his hand at the level of his shoulders and his ears, and he will be at ease in his prostration, and he will face the tips of his toes towards the Qibla, and he will place his hands and fingers flat on the ground without spreading them or pinching them. While prostrating, he will say, Subhan Rabbi al-A'la, glorified be my Lord Most High. He will also say, Subhanaka Allahumma Rabbana wa bihamdika Allahumma gfirli. O Allah, our Lord, glory and praise be to you. O Allah, forgive me. And he will say, Most glorified, most holy, Lord of the angels and the spirit. And he used to say, Allahumma laka sajadtu wa bika amantu wa laka aslamtu. وجدت وجيها للذي خلقه وصوره وشق سمه وبصره تبارك الله أحسن الخالقين. O Allah, for you I have prostrated, in you I have believed, to you I have submitted, my face as prostrated for the one who created it and shaped it, then brought forth its hearing and sight. Blessed be Allah, the best of creators. And he will say, Allahumma firli dambi kullahu dikkahu wa jullahu وأوله وآخره وعلانية وسره. O Allah, forgive me my sins, the minor and the major, the first and the last, the apparent and the hidden. And he used to say, Allahumma اغفر خطاياي وجهلي وإسرافي في أمري وما أنت أعلم به مني. اللهم اغفر لي جدي وهزلي وخطاياي وأمدي وكل ذلك عندي. اللهم اغفر لي ما قدمت وما أخرت وما أسررت وما أعلنت أنت إلهي لا إله إلا أنت. O Allah, forgive me my mistakes and my ignorance and my extravagance, for you know them better than I. O Allah, forgive me my serious mistakes and those made in jest, my intentional and my intentional mistakes, and all of these are in me. O Allah, forgive me my sins in the past and in the future, and those which I have sinned and those which I have committed openly. You are my Ilah, and none has the right to be worshipped except you. And he ordered the companions radiallahu anhu to strive much in supplication when prostrating, saying, Verily it is most worthy to be answered for you.